everybody, welcome back. It's Laura at Hyperstamper. I know Mother's Day isn't until May. However, I did just finish a mother's journal. So this would make a wonderful surprise gift for a mom, or if you are a mom and you want to keep your thoughts and journaling in a book dedicated to moms, this is the one. So I want to take on a little tour of this beauty before I put it in my Etsy shop at hyperstamper.etsy.com. I did my bangle with my vintage beads, and I got this beautiful piece from an old vintage necklace, and it just matches the beautiful blues and sea greens here. I love it. The little rhinestones in the middle. This is a vintage pin here with some little chains and crystals hanging down, and it I think it just matches the beautiful colors of her dress here. The little girl looking up at her mom sewing by the window. And I pulled this from a title page of an antique book called Mother Love. I've got my vintage applique here and the crochet. I just love it so much. So let's take a look inside, where everything in this book is authentic, antique, and vintage mother themed ephemera. Pretty cool, right? Takes a long time to collect enough to fill out a junk journal. So let me show you what I've got here. I pulled this from a 1927 catalog, and I just think these are wonderful outfits that these moms would have worn back in the 20s. This one here is from the 40s, New Mum Cream. Isn't that neat? And that's actually the name of the mum, and that's of course how the English say mum is M-U-M. This is a really cool little page from a craft, or a woman's magazine, I should say, on all different aprons that you could wear. Aprons were a big thing back in the, well, right up until probably about the 70s. And then I've got this beautiful 1920s page here, and this is all on top of an antique music sheet that's called My Mother's Memory. I love that so much. I've got some pressed flowers here, and some fun clusters up here with cross stitch on it and crochet. I've got a little 1930s flinch card and a little ticket here. And this is another beauty from the 20s. Look at how gorgeous that is. Betty and her mother, out of the box. And that's just the flip side of that page. And this is a real sweetie here from the 50s. Look at this. How cute is that? Little boy giving his mom a big hug at the sink. And that is from the little Cub Scout book. This is from A Garden of Verses from the 20s here. Look how pretty that is. And this one says, To My Mother. Little poem here. Little girl there, how sweet. And then this page here is from a vintage book, and we've got the mom Robin and her baby, and the mom and her baby here. And another one here, and this one is from the 1920s. That beautiful plate. And then Have to Have a Baby card in here, and this one is So Happy for Baby and You being the mom. Nice little ribbon there, the original. This is all original actually. And you can flip that open, and you can journal in there if you like. And I made the little pocket here out of a lullaby poem, because moms always sing lullabies to their kids. This here came out of, I don't know how old it is. It fell out of a book, and it's a poem, and it says somebody. As somebody crawls into mama's bed, and then it goes on and on. It's a very sweet little poem that I wanted to save. This is a great, another Child's Garden of Verses, Your Mother Sees You Playing. And another great poem here about moms. This is from the 1920s, and there is a mom there and her baby. It looks like they might be in their backyard, but I love her dress. It's really pretty special. And this is all mounted on top of a 1950s children's book page there. There's mother there, and fixing her little girl's dress. This is not vintage or antique. This is handmade paper with infused sprigs in it. I just thought it was beautiful, so I wanted it to be in here. And this is from the 50s, Mary Thomas's embroidery book, because lots of moms did their own sewing, embroidery, knitting, clothes making. This here came from a 1933 Beatrix Potter book, and we've got the mom goose here and her little babies. So another mother there. This is a beautiful little piece from the 1920s. And then this here is from 1925, so exactly 100 years old. And this is called A Careful Mother. Isn't that neat? And just really, really cool advertisement on the other page. I love it. It's a very, very special piece, that one. And the title of this book antique book pages, Mother Love is Bestowed, and that Mother Love is what is on the title of the cover. Look at this really sweet piece here. Again, early 1920s. And then this piece here is from 1933. And we've got the mom here reading to the kids. Isn't that sweet? And then over here, another one of those 1950s pages. And I pulled this dedication page from an antique book. It says, "To Marjorie and her mother." And I love that. This is from an antique book. It's the front page, and it's just in there because it's very pretty. And then we have this really cool cross stitch here, which is a tulip. And then I matched it up with this here. That's some mother somewhere who probably made, because it's got this advertisement down here, or piece about making cross stitch tulips. So I thought that was pretty neat. So I wanted them to be together. And then we've got another mom here baking cookies. And that is from the 20s, a beautiful fuzzy cardstock. This is another piece here from the 30s. And there's a mom putting up her laundry. And you can tell how old it is by the pants that the little boy is wearing. And then in here is another dedication. This book is dedicated with love and affection to my mother. So you can journal all on the front and back of that as well. There's another one, mom looking in what looks like to be a very empty fridge. I've been there, done that. And another child garden of verses here, mom with her candle. And then I put some trim here, and we've got another little beautiful little poem here. More lots of fun clusters. This is another great plate from the early 1900s of the book Ruby, and she's having a little sob on her mom's shoulder. Mom's are comforting her. This is from the 40s here. Oh, that's sweet. And then this is from the probably around 1920. It's very old. It's a little brittle, so I left it on its own. And some little child over the last 100 years decided to color that in with crayon. So I like that. I like that they gave it their own little taste of art. This here is from the 1920s as well. It says, "Our Wonderful Bodies, a Mother's Story of Everyday Happenings." And look how great this photograph is for 100 years old. Isn't that sweet? All the little children there. And this is homeschooling here, out of doors. And I added this because my sister, who is one of the best moms I know, is crazy about making waffles for the family. So this is a dedication to her, but it's also something that moms just used to do. They used to make pancakes and waffles and special breakfasts. And then this is a great piece here from pre-1910 from the Heartthrobs book, and that is Ma's Tools. More poetry there. This is a piece I pulled out of the 1930s magazine. Look at that absolutely wonderful fashion. And then this here is from the 20s, and I just like it because it's got the lady there. It looks like a mom herself. And this you're going to love. My sister's going to be upset that I'm giving this away because it's pretty cool. Inside this little envelope here, it's a postcard, by the way, and this is from 1908, is the original little note that somebody wrote to their mom. So it's, "Dear Mother, I received your letter," and I won't read the whole thing. That's special to the person who gets this journal. It's pretty awesome, right? And that's what the postcard came with this on it. So I think it's really cool and very special. I've had it for several years, and it's time to share it with somebody else. This is another 1920s piece here. And I put an 1880s ledger piece on the back for you to journal on. And then I've got two really cool pages here. This one here, Mother and Daughter. Can't get any better, right, for this journal? I love it. That is from the 50s. And then this one here is about dolls, making little outfits for dolls who are dressed like mommy, right? And puppet making on the back. How fun. And then we have another plate here from the early 1900s. There's the mother there. And another wonderful little mom taking her kids on the train here. And then this here is from 1923, Expectant Motherhood. And I just made it a little hidden journaling spot there. I thought that was kind of fun. And a little pocket here with another page with a mother on it here. And I put some antique paper on the back for more journaling. So yes, there's lots of journaling. Some people say you should have more space for journaling, not realizing how many hidden places there are. little mom here. And this is a wonderful vintage page here with the cap that mother made on the back. And then this wonderful page of fashion shoes from 1927, that same catalog. I hope you love it as much as I loved making it. It's quite special. Please don't forget to subscribe and check out my Etsy shop. You can see the link below. Bye for now.